Hi everyone, this is Oscars, and today I'm going to show you a very brief intro into AdvanGrid web-based data analysis platform. So, in order for you to be able to use the platform, you have to have a personal computer, web browser, and internet connection. Just open up the web browser, type in advangrid.com, and search for the login button on the right side of the screen. Push the login button, which directs you to the next login screen. Here, you have to type in your personal login details and push the sign in button. So this is the first look that you have when logging into the platform. At the beginning, I would like to show you that there's a possibility to switch between different languages. Just choose which is the most suitable for you and start using the platform. As you can see, here are 6 different modules at the top of the screen. I will just quickly go through each of those, outline main functionalities. Let's start with an overview. So the overview module is basically an executive summary of electrical infrastructure in a company. It shows the connection capacity, phase load balance, reactive energy, tariff plans, consumption quotas, voltage quality, and electricity price. Basically, if you see the red sign, something is wrong and needs to be taken care of. If there is a green sign, everything is fine and maximum saving is achieved. And if there is a yellow sign, also there's a possibility to improve something and to achieve savings. Here you can switch between different objects and see exactly the same information. Let's move to the Maps section. So the Maps module basically is like huge overview of all objects where AdvanGrid monitoring devices are installed. Here you can see different objects which are connected, where the information is delayed, whether there are any inactive devices and disconnected devices. Also, there's a possibility to switch between these views. In the bottom of the screen, here are also some useful information. Power, total consumption, and costs, which is the maximum average numbers today, yesterday, this month, and information like tariff zones where energy is being used, and also an indication how big is the consumption from the first time when the monitoring device was installed. Let's move to the charts section. So charts section basically is a visualization tool for you to understand what is actually happening with the electricity in a grid. Just choose the specific object, choose the specific time. Let's choose yesterday. And see what is happening there. So here are 3 graphs. You can move the mouse on some of those and use the scroll button to zoom in into 5-second periods. Here you can see a good visualization what is happening in a grid, what is the voltage, the current, and the active power readings. And that way you are able to analyze what is happening with the quality or the consumption. You can switch between the phases using these buttons, and if needed, print out the data or export it to PDF. Let's move to the reports section. Here you can see that there are many different reports available. I would like to outline that there are 3 reports that are used mostly: cross filter, heat map, and data export. Let's start with the cross filter. Again, as with all the reports, in the left side, choose the object, at the bottom, choose specific periods, and start analyzing the data. As you can see, here are many ways how to analyze consumption, see what is happening by phases, switch between some specific days if week leap period is chosen, and see what is active, reactive energy, what's happening in each of the phases, and so on. Heat map gives you an opportunity to see different readings for also all these objects in some specific periods of time. Let's choose previous month. We can choose the data integration period, 30 minutes up to 1 day, and choose different data. Let's stick with energy consumption, but as you can see, there are different data available. And what we can see in here, each horizontal line represents 1 day of the month, which is separated into half-hour periods. And this can clearly show you what is the consumption on a nighttime, on a daytime, on a weekends. You can see the maximum consumption and make different assumptions out of it. You can switch between phases, or again, print it out, export to PDF, or even automate as an automated email. Data export. In this report, again, you have to choose specific period. Let's choose yesterday. Choose specific object. Choose data integration period. The smallest one is 5 seconds, the biggest 10 minutes, and choose what type of data would you like to see. Let's stick with active power. Click the show button, and we see that for each 10 minutes we can see what was the average active power on each phase. As we can see here, there are 15 pages with information, so we just have to understand what would we like to see. All this information also can be printed out, exported to Excel or CSV or PDF. Let's move forward to warnings section. Warnings is a useful tool to understand what is happening in some specific object in some specific time, even without logging into our web-based platform. Just choose the object, choose what type of information would you like to have. So let's say we will stick with the consumption. If, for example, on the weekend, on any time of the day, there will be a consumption that is larger than 10 kilowatt hours, I will receive the information to my email and an SMS message to my phone number. And actually, I can add unlimited amount of emails and phone numbers. Just push the save, and that way a warning is created. So each time when the specific situation will happen, you will receive a warning, and we will be able to proactively do something about it, not just understand it after the consumption has already happened. So these were the main functionalities. Of course, there are many different additional things like settings, like configuration of the panels, but this information I will show you in some another video. I hope this will help you. For this time, that's it. Have a nice day.